Ding 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 ding. Yep, I did lose footage, alright. Salaki, y'all, was having a little bit of Wi-Fi issues. We're going to get back into it. Now, reparations has creeped itself back into the conversation. You know what I'm saying? For black people healing and so forth and so on. So we're going to get into that conversation real bit. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the comment section, let me know. Let's see where you at. We're going to get with it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start off with what exactly are we doing when we're asking for reparations. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into what we are actually doing when we're asking for reparations. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something that we should be quite ashamed of. We should not be asking for reparations, especially from those who have committed such atrocities against us, who have committed such heinous acts against the children of the Most High. Asking them for reparations, Jewish man didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to ask for it. The Asians didn't have to do that. They didn't have to ask for it. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into what we are literally doing when we're asking for reparations. You know what I'm saying? So do me a favor. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus. That's if you got an apocrypha. If you don't got an apocrypha, search it online. Matter of fact, let me type it up in here too. Let's go a couple more verses past too. Let's get into what exactly asking for reparations, or this conversation for reparations, is. You know what I'm saying? Because if their intentions haven't been clear so far throughout history, I don't know what to tell you. Their intentions seem to be perfectly clear to me. I see it. Their intentions are clear as day. But let's get into exactly what this conversation of reparations exactly is. Go to Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 40, verse 28. I'll give you some time to get there. If you don't have an Apocrypha, search it up on your Google machine. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is put it in. I spelt it in the chat. It's in the chat. I spelt it. Search it up in your Google machine. And read along with me. All right? Give you a couple seconds to get there. Alright, if you dare, follow along with me. Alright? Ecclesiasticus, chapter 40, verse 28. My son, lead not a beggar's life, for better it is to die than to beg. See, a lot of people think this reparations should be monetary. They think it should be land. They think it should be this. They think it should be that. But look who you asking it from. And we've been asking for it for a long time now. And when you repetitively ask for things, it is literally defined as begging. So it says, my son, lead not a beggar's life. See, when you want to talk about reparations, that's what you're doing. You're begging. You're begging your oppressor for money. You're begging them for land. You're begging them for services. You're begging them for education. You're begging them for whatever you think that reparations should be. Except for one form that people want, but only people that want that are in the ISUPK. We're going to get into what proper reparations for our people will be closer towards the end of this class. But as of right now, let's focus on what the common belief of what reparations should be. You know what I'm saying? Stop begging. Lead not a beggar's life. It is better to die than to beg. Why are you going to him for anything? He has throughout history shown that he has no plans on giving you anything, no plans on helping you restore your people, no plans of any of that. He has absolutely no plans on trying to serve you right in any way, form, shape, or fashion. Everything we asked of him, our oppressor, our enemy, so-called Caucasian race, everything we have asked of them end up biting us in the backside through their deceit and trickery and wordplay. You know what I'm saying? Their deceit. We asked for low-income housing. Look at it. They made projects, and what they do with the projects, they shoved drugs and guns in there so we could be in this little box getting high and killing each other. That's what they did. Everything we begged for equal work opportunity. And look what's going on. All they need for their quota is one black person in there. Now that one black person gets in there, and he think he's better than the rest of his people. He think he's better than everybody else. So what exactly do we need? We need complete separation. We need to be left alone. We need something better than what we're asking for. So stop begging, because he's not going to give it. This conversation been around for as long as I've been born. It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. Verse 29. The life of him that dependeth on another man's table is not to be counted for life. You begging for a reparation, whether it's monetary or land or whatever, he deserves to give it to us. He should give it to us, but us begging for it is us eating at his table. It's like the dog underneath the table begging for a crumb. How long are we going to beg for crumbs? How long are we going to keep on begging for crumbs? Those imposters, the Jewish man, he don't beg for crumbs. He don't beg for crumbs at all. You know what his reparations are amounting to? Hundreds of billions. Hundreds of billions. Hundreds of billions of dollars is being shoved into this imposter's pocket, while we, who were slaves longer, slaves before, oppressed longer, oppressed before, get nothing. Get nothing. You know what I'm saying? So what are you begging for? And why are you begging them? Why are you begging them? But let's continue. Verse 29 again. The life of him that dependeth on another man's table is not to be counted for a life, for he polluteth himself with other men's meat. And that's exactly what's going to happen once we let's say it is monetary. That's what's going to happen. We're going to end up destroying ourselves. We're going to end up polluting ourselves. We're going to, like, everything we beg him for ends up messing us up. So if we get a monetary reparation, all we're going to end up doing is giving it back to them. All we're going to do is end up having more of our people high on drugs, because a lot of us are not fit for monetary reparations. Say we get it as land, what are we going to do? Without the right leadership, all we're going to do is spoil that land. All we're going to do is starve on it. We ain't got the skills to live off the land right now like we used to. We ain't got that skill. We ain't got skills to farm and reproduce and fish and hunt. We ain't got that skill. Not as a nation. We got individuals who can. See, with the right leadership, we'll have those individuals teach others. And that right leadership is only in the ISUPK, where no selfishness exists. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue with it. You know what I'm saying? But a wise man, well nurtured, will beware thereof. A wise man is not going to beg, especially his enemies. He is not going to beg for nothing. He may ask. He gets rejected, so be it. But he is not going to beg, period. Because he knows that's eating at another man's table. And his life will be counted as nothing. Because he ain't come up on his own. He ain't come up on his own. He came up with another man's help. So his life is counted as nothing. But let's continue with it. Verse 30. Begging is sweet in the mouth of the shameless. A lot of y'all like the idea and the conversation of reparations. Y'all enjoy it. Because y'all are shameless. Y'all have no dignity. Y'all have no integrity. But let me tell you something. Those of us who would rather have what was given to us, given back to them, that's integrity. We have something substantial and realistic. And we're not begging our enemies for it. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to beg our enemies for it. But in his belly there shall burn a fire. Look, in your belly, look, you're getting all this stuff. You have that sweet, you're begging. Look, you're still starving. You're still starving. You're still begging for reparations. You're begging for equality. And are you getting any of it? Are you getting any of it? No, your belly is not full of what you're asking for, what you wanted. Your belly is still empty. What are you getting from it? Remind you, if you're in the class, you could type in your questions at any time. But just know, you begging, you're not going to get what you want, especially from our enemies. What you need to do is get on your knees and pray for the correct reparations that we should be getting. That's what you should be doing. Because our enemies, he is a deceiver. He will give you $1 million because he knows he will get it back. He will give you every dime that he has because he knows you do not have the knowledge of how to build a nation. You're going to give your money right back to him. You're going to give it right back to him. You know what I'm saying? But let's drop that real quick. Let's go to Job 27 and 5. That's in the Old Testament, Job 27 and 5. Because when you are begging like that, you're no longer counted a man because you have no integrity. You have no sense of honor. You have no sense of standards. You're considered weak. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into it. Job 27 and 5. If you're there, read along with me. Job chapter 27 verse 5. God forbid that I should justify you till I die. I will not remove my integrity from me. See, that's the problem. Us begging for reparations is like trying to give them justification for what they did. once we get the reparation, everything's all fine and dandy. Everything is he gave us reparation. Everything should be swept under the rug and everything else. We're trying to justify them through reparations, but money never redeemed anything. You know what I'm saying? Money is not going to solve any issue that we have as a people. You know what I'm saying? Integrity will solve that issue. And you willing to justify the things that they have done to your nation, as if money is a good replacement for the lives that was lost. You know what I'm saying? It is not. It is not a good replacement. It is not. You know what I'm saying? Our integrity is put into money, into their standard more than anything, when it should not be. You know what I'm saying? Let's see it like this, right? If we get a monetary reparations, right? They send every black man a $5 million check, right? Every black man has a $5 million check. Okay, now what does that do for us? What does that really do for them? I know what it does for them. They're going to get that money right back. But what does it do for us? What problem does it solve? We all got money now. What is that doing? We still ain't got our land. We still ain't got our military. We still ain't got an economic system. We have no integrity. There's things more important than money. You know what I'm saying? And if you want reparation, you will want those things that's more important than money. You know what I'm saying? But let's drop that. I typed it up in the chat. We in Jeremiah 2:33. You right there? You're going to continue on with this reparations. If you're there, catch up with me. You know what I'm saying? Because integrity is being lost when you're begging your enemy for a dime. Integrity is being lost when you're begging your enemy for land. You're begging your enemy for this and that and this. Integrity is being lost. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got time to be losing that. We need that more than anything right now. But let's continue. Jeremiah 2:33, if you're there. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Why are we trimming our ways to seek love with them? Why are we trimming our ways? You know what I'm saying? Why are we shortening ourselves just so we can have an equal playing field? Why are we doing that? What benefit does that do us? You know what I'm saying? What is that doing for us? We are trimming our ways. We are begging them. That's what you're doing when you're begging. You're trimming your ways. You're changing who you are. Like that sister a few years back, like 5 years back, that lost her son in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? She ain't trim her ways, but she held on to her integrity. But money wasn't the solution. Money wasn't the answer. You know what I'm saying? Money is not the answer, and she knew that. You know what I'm saying? Because she got that money and damn near became suicidal. Because she knew that money wasn't going to bring her son back. Just like whatever money they give us today for reparation is not going to solve the 400 plus years of oppression and slavery. It's not going to solve it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make things actually worse. It's going to make things worse. But what they should do, if they really want to give us reparations, they should put themselves in shackles. That's what they should do. Put themselves in shackles. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to continue with it. I'm going to read that from the top again. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Why are you changing your ways and your trailing thoughts and to seek love from somebody who obviously showing you that he don't care about you? Obviously showing you he wants nothing but death for you. But you ready to beg and you ready to march and protest and trim your ways instead of having some standards. You ready to trim your ways just so you can be considered equal to a man that is technically a savage and a beast. There's nothing right about him. He has been telling you no on this reparation deal for I don't know how long. No, your enemies can get it, but you can't. Because once we get it, it's a whole different playing field. You know what I'm saying? But therefore hast thou also taught the wicked one thy ways. You know what I'm saying? Now they know our ways. Now they know how to cozy up to us. You know what I'm saying? Now they know how to take advantage of us. Money is a great way to take advantage of every black, Hispanic, and Native person. You give them $1 and they will sell you their soul in a second. They got no integrity, nothing to stand on. Money means everything to them. But not here. Not here. But we're going to drop that. Let's go to the letter of Jeremiah. That's in the Apocrypha too. Oops, I spelled letter wrong. Forgive me. One and 34 through 35. All right. Give y'all some time to get there. I typed it in the chat. Letter of Jeremiah, that's in the Apocrypha. If you don't know, take your time getting there. Letter of Jeremiah. All right, if you're there, there's only one chapter in it. You know what I'm saying? If you're there, go to the 34th verse. Search it up in your Google machine if you don't have an Apocrypha. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you about the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha were books, a collection of books that was taken out of the Bible due to Catholic dogma, due to the Roman Catholic leadership. They took these books out because it destroys it destroys Christianity. It's a link between the Old and New Testament because there really ain't two separate testaments. They called it Old and New Testament, but the Apocrypha seams them together flawlessly. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get with it. Search it up in your Google machine if you don't got it. But I'm about to continue right now. Letter of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 34. Whether it be evil that one doeth unto them, or good, they are not able to recompense it. They can neither set up a king nor put him down. So no matter what our enemy has done to us, good or evil, no matter what he has done, he can't recompense it. He can't pay that back. It's not his job to pay that back. You know what I'm saying? He can't pay back the evil he has done. He can't pay back the lynchings. He can't pay back the abortions. He can't pay back the hanging black women from their necks and cutting out the babies. He can't pay back the tar and feathering. He can't pay back the drug infestation. He can't pay back none of that. You know what I'm saying? That's not his job to pay back. It's not for him to pay it back. Because he gave us those things. He gave us drug infestation. He gave us abortions. He gave us those whips and chains. He gave them to us. You know what I'm saying? So we should have to wait for the same things to be done. You know what I'm saying? They have to give us, no, we have to give them what they gave to us. You know what I'm saying? Those whips, those chains, all in good time and under the Most High, under Christ, all those things will be paid back to them. Money will not cut it. You know what I'm saying? Money will not solve nothing. You know what I'm saying? They stole our lives. They stole our blood, our sweat, our tears. They had us in chains. And that's what we are going to need back from them. That's exactly what we're going to need back from them. We're going to need the same exact thing back from them. We're going to need blood, sweat, tears, lives, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? We're going to need that servitude. We're going to need all that. We're going to need all that. You know what I'm saying? But let's get with it. Whether it be evil that one doeth unto them, or good, they are not able to recompense it. They can neither set up a king nor put him down. They can't set up our rulership. They can't set up our leadership. They can't do none of that. They can't give us the land and set up our kingdom. Well, I mean, that whoever they put in as our leader is going to be working for them more than us. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be working for them more than us. That's why they can't do it. But let's continue. In like manner, they can neither give riches nor money, though a man make a vow unto them. Even if he promised to give us the money, even if he promised to give us the land, even if he promised, I mean, the man has a history of lying. The man has a history of broken promises. The man has a history of a bunch of stuff and a bunch of BS. You know what I'm saying? Nothing he says is real. That's why we call him the devil that the Bible speaks of, because he is a deceiver. That's what the word devil means. It means deceiver. He has been deceiving us for hundreds of years, if not longer. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's good at. He's good with the words. He's good at deceiving. You know what I'm saying? Deception is his specialty. How many treaties have he broke with the Native American people? How many? Too many. You know what I'm saying? So many of these so-called superstars and basketball stars and sports entertainers, they made vows with our enemies before too. Marital vows. You know what I'm saying? Marital vows. And look at them. Look at them. They're going through divorces right now. Losing half their fortune to divorces from these people. From our enemies. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we say they are the devil that the Bible speaks of. Because they can't keep a promise. All they do is lie. They've been good at it their whole existence. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. And keep it not. Hold on, let me bring it back. Let me start from the top of verse 35. In like manner, they can neither give riches nor money, though a man make a vow unto them, and keep it not, they will not require it. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about breaking that promise. They don't care about breaking that vow. They don't care. So even if they said they were going to give us money, guess what? It ain't going to do us no good. It's all for their benefit. You know what I'm saying? Welfare. Welfare was something that's supposed to be for the poor community, the black and Hispanic. We begged for it. And look what happened. We benefit from it the least. The imposters benefit from it more than we do. The imposters benefit from it. So if they want to bring up welfare and equal work opportunity in their reparations, tell them that's BS. Because the simple fact, everybody else benefits from it more than you do. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? But let's drop that. Let's get First Maccabees. We want to be in the Apocrypha for quite a bit. I'm an Apocrypha fan. I am truly an Apocrypha fan. Alright. Give y'all a couple of seconds to get there. If you don't got it, go on your Google machine. It'll help you out. And Apocrypha is not hard. There's even apps out there, that Bible apps out there with the Apocrypha in them. Go search them up. Give y'all a couple more seconds. First Maccabees, chapter 16, verse 17. In which doing he committed a great treachery, and recompensed evil for good. Now, look at us out there. We ain't doing nothing evil. We out there begging and marching, but we're not doing nothing evil. You know what I'm saying? I read a story today about black families, sisters, children, you know what I'm saying, got pulled over by the cops and guns drawn on them because they suspected that they had a stolen vehicle. Suspected, you know, they fit the profile. You know what I'm saying? They fit the profile. So they had gun drawn on them and stuff like that. Like, that's crazy. They are you did your best to do good. You worked hard to get a car. You worked hard. You paid your bills, got your insurance, you know what I'm saying? And you got yourself a car. And guess what happens? They end up pulling you over. And guess what? You comply. You go out, you comply, but guess what? They still got guns drawn on you. And your teenage kids and your little babies, all of them got to see you handcuffed. They're handcuffed too. Guns drawn on them too. Guess what? No matter what good you do in this hell, no matter what good you do in America, it will always be paid back with evil. Like, we seen a video not too long ago. It's running rampant on the internet right now, of them showing training dogs attacking a trainee that's wearing a Colin Kaepernick jersey. Like, what evil did Colin Kaepernick commit? What evil did that brother commit? What that brother did was take a knee during, at first he sat down, and I wish he just did continue doing that. Just sit out. But he took a knee, and with that, you know what I'm saying, with taking that knee, they end up paying him back by burning all his sneakers, burning his merchandise, and now they got dogs being trained to attack people that is wearing Colin Kaepernick jerseys. But not just that, right? The dogs didn't release till he said, "I'll stand up." Dogs didn't release till he said, "I stand up." Now, what is that telling you? That's telling you, no matter what good you do, they will not give you good back. So no matter how much you out there praying, marching and holding hands and talking about equality, guess what? They still will step and put a knee on the back of your neck. Like the video of George Floyd, you know, the dash cam and, you know what I'm saying, the chest cam cops be wearing, they all came out. The brother was not intoxicated. He was in obvious fear of his life. He had a feeling from the get-go. They came out guns drawn. What did he possibly do for guns to be drawn? What did he do? Nothing. No matter how good you are in this country, don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you to act up. I'm not saying act up and do this and do that. Just know, whatever good you do, they will always be evil to us. No matter what. No matter what. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. In which doing he committed a great treachery. It is a great treachery to recompense evil, to give evil when a person is doing good. But that's all they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? That is all they literally been doing, is giving evil for good. They have not shown any other way. So for you to trust them, for you to actually believe that they care, is nothing but madness. Pure madness. But Salakia, we're going to move on to Ezekiel 7 and 9. Ezekiel. That's in the Old Testament. Give you a second to get there. Give you a couple more seconds to get there. If you have any questions, type them on in. Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 9. And mine eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity. Now this is the Most High talking. The Most High won't spare. He won't have pity on anybody who did us wrong. Hell, he won't have pity on us when we do wrong. And we're his chosen. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. I will recompense thee according to thy ways. So what they should be getting back is what they gave. Most High is going to give it to them. Most High is going to give it back to them. What they have gave to us, the Most High is going to give back to them. Some people like to call that karma. Some people would like to, what I would like to call it, is justice. Justice is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Justice is what is probably a more accurate depiction on what it is. Because that's exactly what they have done. They have literally, you know what I'm saying? They have literally recompensed evil for good. We have done nothing to them as a people. But we are getting nothing but the full brunt of their wickedness. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. And mine eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity. Don't feel bad for them too. Like, that's the problem with our people. We have a lot of compassion. Black, Hispanic, and Native people are very compassionate people. And the Most High said he will not have pity on them. Then why should we? Whatever they're going to go through with this COVID, with these explosions, with these whatever other hell they're going to go through, with these mass shootings, don't have pity on them. That is the recompense. They got to play with their blood. Everything they have done to us, they got to get back tenfold. They got to get everything they have gave back to us tenfold. They are going to be in chains. They are going to be made examples of. They are going to die gruesome deaths. They will be hung from trees. They will go through everything we went through. Their babies will be aborted. You will be taking their babies and dashing their head against trees like Andrew Jackson did. Their babies might be fed to gators. I don't know. They might. You might have some brave Israelites that don't mind being around gators. But their babies will be fed to gators. Everything that we went through, they will go through 10 times more. And it's deserving. It is justice. You know what I'm saying? Everything got to get paid back with interest. Interest. But let's continue. I will recompense thee according to thy ways and thy abominations that are in the midst of thee. And ye shall know that I am the Lord that smiteth. They will recognize the Most High and His power then. They will recognize it. And that's true justice. That is true reparations. That is what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? When they go through all that hell, just like they put us through. It is something glorious to think about, if you think about it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to drop that. We're going to get back to some more meat and potatoes of it. Let me type it in. We're going to go to Revelations 18, verse, I think, 6 about. Revelations 18 and 6. Give y'all some time to get there. Take your time. Give you a moment to get there.
How long would that have been?
Alright. Till about now. Give you a moment to get there. Revelations chapter 18 verse 9. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works, in the cup which she have filled to her double. There's a lot of doubling going on there. A lot of doubling. But the things she have gave to us, what are the things that she have gave to us? Let's think about it. What are some of the things she have gave to us? Let's think of the Tuskegee experiment. Brothers tested and purposely given syphilis. Purposely given syphilis. Fighting for this country, these men were purposely given syphilis. That will have to be given back to her. That's true reparations. That will purposely have to be given back to her. You know what I'm saying? And that's called justice. Something that Black, Hispanic, and Native people don't know nothing about, because we have never received justice. Never. So, reward her even as she rewarded you. What she gave to us, what she has given to us, we got to give it back to her. What she rewarded us, we got to give it back to her. And double unto her double. So we doubling the double. We're doubling the double according to her works, according to what she has done. according to what America has done, according to what England has done, according to what Spain has done, according to what Portugal has done, so forth and so on. We're going to give back double of what they have given to us. You know what I'm saying? Let's think about what else has she given to us. They poured drugs into our community. Last I checked, no black or Hispanic person owned freight ships and boats and coca leaf fields and all that other stuff. We don't own that. We don't own none of that. What airplanes do we own? Opioids come from Asia. The majority of opioids come from Asia. Now, one black man owns a plane to be shipping opium from Asia. What else have they given us? A lot of raping and murder. That's not going to be going on because that's against our laws. That's against our laws. We got laws on how we should treat our servants. They will be our servants, but there's laws against how we treat them. Can't be just murdering them because you're messing up your money just by murdering them for no reason. Like they did us. They murdered us for no reason, but they're going to give us a lot of reason. You see how they are today. There's a video out there of some crazy nut Aryan Nation guy, you know what I'm saying, spewing about how they're going to rule the world. You think he's going to allow to be put in chains? No, he's going to have to be made an example of. And he slapped his own woman. Well, not his woman specifically, but his own sister. He slapped a Caucasian woman. From the depths of hell, his hand came and slapped the earth, wind, and fire out of her. It just slapped the life out of her. Do you think they would just bow easily? Nah, they won't. So a lot of lives will have to be lost. A lot of it. You know what I'm saying? And let me continue. In the cup which she hath filled to her double. What cup she had filled? She had filled the cup of iniquity. She had filled her cup with our blood. Guess what? Our cup gonna run over with her blood. You can't fill the cup up double. It can't be filled double. The liquid just gonna keep on running over. And that's what's gonna have to happen. That's what's gonna have to happen. So you thinking you out there with your guns and stuff, your guns only meant for protection. Don't think that it actually is meant for offense. It's meant for defense. These people make guns. You walking around with your AKs and M16s and all types of other weapons. Guess what? They made them. If they want to cut you off of their inventory of ammunition, they could do that easily. They make them. You know what I'm saying? So you thinking that they are impressed or in fear because you walking around in a big group with guns? No, they're not. Besides the fact that they make guns, they also make tanks. They also make Predator drones. They also make Apache helicopters. They also make they make a lot of stuff that we can't compete with. But here's the question. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things we know about. What about the things we don't know about? You know they're highly secretive people. What can they possibly do? What can we possibly do against a people like that? What can we possibly do? It won't. We won't. That's why we gotta wait on the Lord. Wait on righteous men, do things righteously. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But let's jump out of that. Let's go to Revelations 13:9. We're going to stay in Revelations one more time. Matter of fact, we might even go a little higher than Revelations 13. Let's go to, let's go a little bit higher than 9. Let's go to Revelations. No, let's start at 9. We're going to go from 9 to, well, let's go to, no, let's stay with 9. 9 and 10. Revelations. Oh, that did not go in there well. Let's go to Revelations chapter 13, verse 9. Give you a couple seconds to get there. Revelations chapter 13 verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. That's important, because this is beyond having a physical ear. This is about understanding. This is about clarity. I mean, a lot of people have ears, but they can't understand a word that comes out this Bible. A lot of people have ears, but they don't understand a single word that a prophet is saying. They have ears. They can actually physically hear you. They can hear the words. They can hear the vibration and the noise coming from your mouth. But what they can't do is understand it. So him that have an ear, let them understand what I'm saying. If those can understand it, this is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Who led black, Hispanic, and Native people into captivity? Who did that? Who led black, Hispanic, and natives into captivity? Remember, this is a biblical prophecy. Who led black, Hispanic, and Native people into captivity? It's a very simple thing. Let me tell you. Africans led black, Hispanic, and natives into captivity. So remember that. Africans. Who else? Asians. Arabs. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Caucasians who led us into captivity. All these people led us into captivity. Now what should happen to them that led us into captivity? Let's continue. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Shall, that's a guarantee. It is going to happen. They shall lead you into captivity. You will go into captivity. They will. Who are they? The same people we just listed. Africans, Arabs, Asians, Caucasians. They all shall go into captivity. All of them shall go into captivity. You know what I'm saying? He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. It's very simple. Those that kill with the sword must be killed with the sword.
You didn't hear me talking?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Wow.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. What does that mean? Is it talking about a literal sword? No. A sword is just a tool to kill. A sword is just a tool to kill. So if you are dying by the hands of another man, he deserves to die by the hands of another man. Those that kill with the sword must be killed with the sword. It's a must. Why do you think the death penalty exists? It's only a righteous thing. That's what you call justice. Live by the sword, die by the sword. That's justice. Well, our enemy has been living by the sword for centuries when no justice has ever come to him. No justice has ever come to him. Period. He has been doing this forever, and no justice has ever come to him. You know what I'm saying? Not 1 ounce of justice has come to him. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's continue. Oh, where was I at? Okay, I see it. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. And that's where your patience come in. You shouldn't have to pick up a gun and start shooting up white people. You shouldn't have to even threaten them with a gun. Because that is the patience of the saints. Just know the Most High got your back, and He will do this. He will do this. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about it. That is the patience of the saints. If you go out there and you attack them, it's because you don't have that patience. You don't have that faith that the Most High will handle this at His own due time and season, which is creeping closer. That's on you. That is your issue. But just know, him that go into captivity, who leads people into captivity, shall go into captivity. Him that killed with the sword shall be killed with the sword. And it is justified. It is completely justified. That's what you call justice. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's drop that. Let's get to Proverbs 11 and 31. I'll give y'all a couple seconds to get there. Alright, if you did, Proverbs 11, verse 31. Behold, the righteous shall be recompensed in the earth, much more the wicked and the sinner. The righteous shall be recompensed in the earth. The righteous shall be repaid. How much more the sinner? How much more those people who are doing us all types of dirty? How much more than those people who are not following the laws and statutes and commandments of the Most High? Everybody gets what they get. Everybody's going to get what they deserve. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to get that. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. will be paid back the way they're supposed to be paid back. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to matter of fact, now let's continue on with this. Much more the wicked and the sinner. If the righteous get paid what they deserve, how much more the wicked and the sinner? They have lessons that they need to be learned. They have things that they need to learn, what they got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? They have things that they got to deal with. So for them to learn to get past the things they got to deal with, they got to go through that hell. They got to go through that fire. So they got to definitely go through what they got to go through. You know what I'm saying? But let's go with Romans 12 and 17. Let me type that in. Let's go through 19. Okay, we have Romans 12, 17. Give y'all some time to get there. Alright, if you're there, you're there. Read along with me. Romans chapter 12, verse 17. Recompense to no man evil for evil. That's a law right there. We're not supposed to give any man evil for evil. We're not supposed to, he did me dirty, I'm going to do him dirty. That's stupid. He killed this, I'm going to kill. No, there's rules and laws around that we can handle this righteously. Shouldn't have to recompense evil for evil, because all that's going to do is have you in a situation that you can't handle. It's going to keep the wheel turning. You know what I'm saying? Provide things honest in the sight of all men. Like you grabbing up a gun and shooting up a crowd of white people is recompensing evil for evil. That's not the way it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And the way the rest of the world look at us is like a bunch of savages. You know what I'm saying? That's the way the rest of the world look at black, Hispanic, and Native people. As a bunch of savages. As a bunch of emotional wrecks and a bunch of people who like to murder. No matter how much murdering they do, they will find a way to make it to soften that blow. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's continue. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. That's what you gotta do. Live peaceably. What does peaceably mean? Peaceably does peaceably mean that you gotta be complete agreements? No. Does peaceably mean that you gotta be around them? No. Peaceably means just no hostility, no fighting. Supposed to live like that with all men, all people. Our enemies don't do that. Our enemy literally wants to smoke with everybody. Wants to smoke literally with everybody. So, what should we do? We shouldn't try to grab a gun and try to kill him. No, that's not how we're going to get our reparations. Our reparations come in a whole different way, shape, form, and fashion. You know what I'm saying? Our reparations come in a whole lot better way, shape, form, or fashion. Our reparations come with the patience and faith of the saints, which is allowing the Most High to get it, because vengeance is of Him. And that's the true reparation. The Most High getting His vengeance on those that did us dirty. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourself. Listen, don't avenge yourself. You know how these Christians like to say, take the wheel? Let the Most High take the wheel. The Most High will avenge you, especially if you live right. If He don't avenge you, that means you probably most likely deserve whatever happened to you. But let the Most High avenge you. You know what I'm saying? That's how true justice comes. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you live peaceably with all men, the Most High will avenge you. You know what I'm saying? Avenge not yourself, but rather give place unto wrath. Rather give place unto wrath, because that's what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Avenge not yourself, but rather give place unto wrath. Let the Most High take care of it. Let the Most High's will be done. You know what I'm saying? Vengeance is of the Lord. Vengeance is His. Vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord. The Lord will repay all vengeance. Because, look, yes, what they did to us was what they did to us. And guess what? Who do we belong to? Who do we belong to? We belong to the Most High. We belong to the Most High. So if we belong to the Most High, then whose position is it to take revenge? The car don't take revenge on the person that stole it. The owner does. The owner presses charges. The owner, you know what I'm saying, does whatever he has to do. Sues and so forth and so on. The car don't do it, the owner does. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. It's about waiting on the Most High to give us the justice that we deserve. You know what I'm saying? Vengeance is completely of the Lord's. Vengeance belongs to Him and nobody else. If you take vengeance out, guess what? You're robbing the Most High. You're robbing the Most High of His reparation, which is taking His vengeance out on those who did us dirty. And when you do that, you're putting yourself in a predicament that you into the crosshairs of God. No matter how much you like to put it, I don't know what the Christian church told you, but that's not a good place to be. That is not a good place to be at all. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I'm going to end the class. How about Shalom? Shalom.